How's it going? For me, I'm good. I'm just getting ready to play some Horizon Zero Dawn. As you can plainly see, it is 6:30 in the morning, and I am ready to murder some machines. But are you? Um, let's let's get into it right after I send my obligatory text message. How is it? Did you sleep well? Um, I have, I didn't have any dreams last night, which I've been having a lot of really weird dreams lately, so that's kind of like good. It means that I got like more restful sleep and like than I have in a very long time. So that it feels good. And sir, wait a moment, and we will be getting it. As you can see, where we left off, we had just unlocked this level 23 tall neck, and now it is looking like we're about to be attacked by a couple of sawtooths because I chose to leave us there rather than murk them last night. I don't know. So that's going to be a thing. And I'm ready if you are. Are you ready? That's the controller. And here we are. Sawtooths don't like fire, right? They're not Ravagers. I can tell they don't have the turret. Oh, they are Ravagers? Oh man. They are Ravagers. Oh man. Ravagers are hard. I think this might be my least favorite machine in the game. My favorite being the tall necks, of course, of course. Gentle giants. Non-aggressive. Oh, we got friendlies. Amazing. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Okay, alright, very aggressive. Very aggressive. Let's try the precision. Okay. Alright, that took off armor. Oh, this one's about to explode. Okay, great. I want to switch to a different bow, I think. The hunter bow, no. So nothing Karja, but the Shadow War bow has the electric. Okay. Now we have all of our arrows. Every single kind of arrow is equipped. So electric. Get that. Oh man. Wow. Oh man. Oh man. These things are hard to do. I downed it. Alright, now it's safe. And then we have this other guy. So let's start with fire. Oh man, that was straight up miss. Okay. Alright. Oh man. Alright, this guy is angry. Alright. Just surrounded by machine parts. Oh man. Okay. Bye, kitty. It's so close to going down. Okay. Well, that's one way to start the day.
Won't waste this.
And so now we have just like a bunch of loot lying around. And let's get it. Oh, I could have grabbed the gun. Oh, hell yeah. That would have been sick. So next time, keep a closer look on what's on the ground. Can you like hurt Ravagers with their own cannon? I feel like it would be like the rattlesnake thing where like they're immune to their own toxins. But you know. So much stuff. So much destruction. Is that a fox? I need fox parts. Where is it? Nope. Okay. Alright. So I do believe we were going to make our way to Sunfall. And it's a little ways away. What if we make a pit stop at this metal flower and then go direct to Sunfall? I think that'll be the move.
Hardy little plant. You'll help.
I wish that they had not murdered my horse. We got a metal flower last night, but this looks like it is a different one. Let's see what we can see. Ooh, what's this? Down, big boy. We'll take it.
Last light.
Amazing.
Gotta stay sharp.
Oh. That's some scrappers. Scrappers aren't really a big deal. Alright, one down. Here we go. They will just charge directly through the cactus. What are scrappers sensitive to? Shock. Okay. Shock where? power cell, booty, and then the radar is sensitive to terror. Let's continue.
I'll find a use for you.
What can I not pick up? 10% freeze coil. That means that our mods are full. So let's see if we can modify any of our weapons. This one needs that one's fine. Our blast sling could do more damage. I think we'll do that. Rope caster. I like never use the rope caster though. I should get rid of some of my low-level weapons. The blues. Get rid of the blues. Alright, so some of these... Okay, my spear cannot be modded. Where can I get another spear? Because that's something that I use really frequently. I would love for it to be more effective. So, low-level mods, we can get rid of anything 5%. It's practically nothing. 8%. Alright. Greens. 8%. 9%. Yeah, these are so low. Okay, great. I think we've just created some space. I always forget to sell mods. So... Oh boy. Glitch climbing a la Skyrim. There's gotta be a better way. Alright. Find the glitch. There it is. Okay. And onward. Here we go. So we're getting closer. It's kind of a weird area. Come on, that turkey was asking for it. Oh boy. This is the way.
Might regret this.
Oh no, I cannot make it through the crack. Okay. Am I stuck? have his glint box. Yeah.
I've got to put up a fight.
Of course. Here's the flower. Alright. No shortage of baddies. We go this way. Just a proposal.
Low and quiet, doesn't it?
So technically no one officially sees me. And that's good. Love that. I'm just gonna edit the name of this stream. Okay. Sunfall, baby. Because that's where we're going. And let's track that quest. Going to Sunfall. So geographically, like as the crow flies, as the glint hawk flies, it's pretty close. But I do think we're gonna need to find a way around because the way that we came, I don't know, is a viable option for leaving. Come on. Alright, so let's equip the rope caster again because that's is this my highest level rope caster? I think so. Rope caster, card your rope caster. Equip in this position. And let's go. Is this mofo? This mofo. It's asking for it. Back to Sunfall. I don't think we've been there yet. So I would love to go direct, but this whole pocket here is just crawling with machines. And if we don't go direct, we could pick up the campfire. So let's go around. Well, let me search this watcher. Alright. Fine. I didn't want those watcher parts anyway. This low level ass. These are Ravagers. Oh boy. More Ravagers. Lucky me. Hi, I'll probably on. How's it going? It's early for me. Is it early for you?
Stop me.
Spirits are tear. glitch it. That was fun. But it's not working so good. Okay, alright. Yeah, that, indirect route. I wonder where it's gonna put us back to, because we did just pick up that metal flower, and I don't want that to go away. Cause like, why would we be here without it? There's no reason. There's nothing else here. Alpropylon. What are you up to? Is it fully daytime? Is it early morning? Late at night? Come on, all the way back here. Did it let us save the metal flower? Yes, it did. That's so blessed. So now, I would pick up a strider if it hadn't just seen me. And we got those raptors over there, which we did just murk 'em. Oh. Just turn around. Yes. Show me that booty. Yes. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. To Sunfall. Oh, the quest stopped tracking. There we go. So it wants me to go this way, which is correct. Let's do this. Oh man. Come on, keep going. Let's get out of here. We got a campfire. Nice. Run a quick save real quick.
Sunfall.
Got me! Oh my god.
Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Alright. So let's pick up this side quest. Right here. It's like a refugee camp. Okay.
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
Rough.
We're refugees. We know our place.
Refugees from
And
what?
there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
That's
Well, I'll
rough.
see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
Border. So, what border are
I'll
we
keep the
talking
moon
about?
from your brow.
Oh, it's a little kid. God damn it. Where is that? That is close enough, but kind of far. We'll do that after Sunfall. And, Is it a city that we're approaching? I've never been here before. I thought it was going to be like a Shadow Karja situation.
It's a nice idea, but what's the point?
Nope.
It won't bring us home
It's
any
a real,
faster.
real city. Okay.
Seems like the machine.
Can I sell some stuff? That's probably a good idea. Hi. Well, first of all, do you have any different outfits? No, the outfits are the outfits. Okay. So I try to keep everything that's crafting, but anything that is just selling for metal shards, I sell because I can't use it for anything. I do have quest items, but I don't think it'll let me sell those. Then I have all these different lenses, which we'll keep them for now. And all these ancient things. All right, Mark. All of the ancient things are like common items from this time period that we're currently in. So this is a dystopian future that we're living in. I think that's it. That's a lot of sparkers. I definitely don't need any of all of them. The weapons, I was going to get rid of some of these excess. So I'm going to keep the blast sling, but I'm going to get rid of the regular blast sling. There's the Karja rope caster, so I'm going to get rid of my old rope caster. And show me the purple. Shadow blast sling. Ooh. I want it. Is there anything else? No. Going in on the purple. Alright. Then we can mod that, sell our last blast sling. And I think that's it. Tripcaster. Okay, yeah, I'll sell this tripcaster. Alright. I really want to improve my spear to something that can be modded, but I don't know how to get another spear. So that's that. Sold. Oh man. It's like a Coliseum situation.
The Sun Ring, a proud tradition of the Karja.
It's not like this in Meridian. At least,
Every time, I'm sure they miss it. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
Or remotely
Success.
successful.
Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Oh, are these the Shadow Karja?
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
I do believe I was heading there anyway.
I'll take the shards, even if it
Yikes.
means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow
This
Karja
is-
are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
So I can get in with the Shadow Karja now.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King. The light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
This little kid.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head
That kid
to
looks
us
really
shall go a
sad.
bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
I love her look. Her vibe is on point. Who are you?
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent.
Oh,
So come see me while there's still time to save him.
the little kid.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Well, the Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy.
Outlanders
It
are
makes
idiots, but
quite an
perhaps they're
impression.
Useful idiots.
Perhaps the ceasefire
The
will boost
balustrade.
morale in Sunfall.
It's a short
Sun
drop
knows
from
me.
there.
Is this real?
If you're gonna watch some slaughter, this is the place to do it.
I
I
guess.
don't like heights.
You worry me, boy.
So I'm supposed to climb
Lord.
down via what? That looks like a way. Oh, that's so the way. Okay, great. Excuse me. All right. Shall we? Oh god, I hate this. Nope, this way. Oh boy.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining.
I think we're
Is that
okay
clear?
on health.
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
We have the ability to craft some more health potions, so I propose we do so now. And yeah, I think we're equipped and ready to go.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her,
And voila.
all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you'll have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Oh boy.
Oh, for identiscan.
Welcome, Dr. Sobek.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Stoback here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. See, by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now, will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Let's go.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn.
Oh.
We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps.
All right.
Have a look around.
Here we go. Another incident from lounge staff to admin. This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we have already requested, we need human translators fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. Okay. We need support too from reception staff to admin. Reception staff continues to require additional support managing 20 candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused. Some are highly agitated. These are not the sort of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators. The Langbots are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these mails. Okay. Here we go.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
Ah, we're at reception. Soundproofing from lounge staff to admin. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn in the lounge. Just a thought. Okay. So candidates for
Please
Project Zero
proceed
Dawn.
into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Alright. Restock or else. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of the organic cucumber, mint, or blackberry sage varietals, I am going to lose it. Please respond. And this time, no tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes, okay? Alright. Steep demand, that's funny.
I'd have to ditch something.
What would I have to ditch? Oh, health potions. Well, my health is good. Health is strong. Come back here if we need it, but otherwise, I believe onward is a viable option. Don't want to miss anything. I don't think we're coming back here. It's a one-way trip to Horizon Zero Dawn. What are the candidates for?
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD-01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super-weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere.
Oh my god.
Global extinction is inevitable.
Whoa.
No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast.
Oh, I just got the chills.
It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Extinction of all life on Earth happened. Whew. But we're here.
Doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Alright, this guy we want to take out. Alright, we'll come back for all the data points, I think.
Bad day for one of us.
Yeah, trouble. Not coming back from this one. Kill me. The word of Shadow.
Let this impale the enemy!
headshots? Oh no, oh no. No. Kestrels. Come on. Alright.
Most time the tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
Yeah, I'll get them. Should've picked up that weapon. The heavies, though, are not the most effective, I find. So here's the first data point. Should we go in order? Yeah, let's go in order. So this one. Interview Suzanne Alpert.
Environmental scientist.
Hey, Charlotte Evelyn.
Doctor?
How's it going?
I'm sorry, I wasn't.
I'm good.
Just stating your
just
name.
out here crushing it. Thank you for the
What
follow.
were you thinking
oh my
about,
gosh,
Doctor?
really appreciate
Nothing
it.
the General said. Not really.
And,
I was on the
yeah,
Syzygy
this is,
East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the
Lot
reactor.
to take in.
I still dream about it after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging
I'm
slowly.
from Los Angeles. What
so
about you?
Slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting.
You're from
Because
UK
nothing
Manchester.
worked.
Oh,
Nothing
awesome.
could grow
Welcome,
there again.
welcome
It was a
in.
catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a
do I
blip
stream daily?
compared
I
to
try
global
to.
scale
I,
biomass reduction.
I
The
try to.
biosphere
I
and
really love
hydrosphere will
going
collapse,
live.
render the Earth uninhabitable long
Not sure
before
what
the
game
robots finish
will
us.
be
Enduring
on
victory can't
this,
buy time against that.
this game, because this
So,
is close
you'd
to the
better
end.
show
Have
me
you
what
played
Zero
Horizon Zero Dawn
really
before?
is.
Alright. Next data point. Counselor guidelines. So, for debriefing after presentation 1, candidates must be allowed to ask questions and given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they have received. It is important to be aware that the candidates have just been exposed to triggers that for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh Plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm and the unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for more time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to presentation 2 if you believe that their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that real-time support will be available via your focus. Security and medical crisis teams are data corrupted. I like The Last of Us 2 and Call of Duty. Oh, nice. So this one is my new all-time favorite game. I'm afraid of playing The Last of Us because it's jump scares and stuff. Actually, I'm a professional artist. I can create all kinds of content like logo, banner, overlay, animation, emotes, etc. That's cool. I actually am a graphic artist as well. So we have that in common.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately,
Charlotte
your
Evelyn,
estimation
thank you so
was
much for
correct.
the offer. If you want to
General
shoot over
Harris
some
said,
of your work to my Discord, I'd be
so
happy to
then,
take a look, but I
you did
kind
not
of am
bring me
happy
here
with
to
the logo
commiserate.
that I have.
What is left?
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow, and you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Oh my gosh. So there are all these tunnels to explore. Yeah, sure. Shoot me a private message in Discord. I'll take a look. Alright, so the way is this way, but I feel like we're missing something back here. So this leads over here. And we checked left, so now we check right. Got some data. Ooh, what's up here? Sweet.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things? I know that there's already a lot to take in. In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die? We're going to be able to answer some of these questions. I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me. You were brought here because of your skill set. No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now? You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
Thanks, Charlotte Evelyn. As you can see, I'm quite busy right now, but I'll take a look when I can.
I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Alright. So that's the guy who designed the robots to be unhackable.
Want to discuss?
Oof. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bubble serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that
If you're new
speaking
here,
in
hi and
tongues and such,
welcome.
but
We are uncovering the
when she
secrets
did
of
use
Zero
a
Dawn.
word, There was always end times this and lake of fire that on kind of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
Alright. So they're picking kind of random seeming people
accurate,
to
yes.
participate
So
in
these
Project
mechanical
Zero Dawn.
monstrosities, they don't just kill people, they feed off them.
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing dissolves into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor. Please.
Tell him Tom Pike wants a word. Now, get off! Get off!
Doctor, please.
You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Well, I'd be pissed too. So they're picking kind of random people to participate in this thing, this project. We got the data points. Alright, I think that's it for this room. If I'm not mistaken. Yep, it looks like about everything. Let's go.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Theater 2.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together.
Hades.
How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives,
Hades
write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world.
So we haven't quite
And most
gotten that far
important,
yet.
how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed.
The whole Earth was destroyed.
Remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Okay, so it's like the opposite of a Pharaoh robot.
For life. For us. Why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot?
Right?
Why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
Yeah, right?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Okay. Text data point quest. You are now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn, classified far above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. 1. Participation. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You will be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family, or 2 persons of your choosing, will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. On the completion of the project, you and your immediate family, or 2 persons of your choosing, any 2 people can go to the sealed habitat. Wow, that's crazy. So start choosing. 2. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You will be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted to permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to Pharaoh Plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. So you could either be euthanized medically or eaten by killer robots. 3. Medical euthanasia. The information you have just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, a pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt for participation or confinement. Please notify a counselor when you are ready to make your choice, or if you have further questions. Holy hell, Batman. That's a lot to take in. Counselor guidelines. So, for debriefing after presentation 2, it is vitally important that candidates choose to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily and knowingly, without additional coercion and without value judgment on the part of the counselor. confirmed for candidates that they were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishments, emphasized that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chances of success, frame participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of an overwhelming threat. Candidates may question the fairness of their selection, validate such objections as normal, even admirable responses, emphasize the value of candidates' expertise to the future, not just of humanity, but terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans and those loved ones beyond 0 day. Validate their hesitation. Acknowledge that while the reward of Elysium is not fair, it will be earned. If possible, redirect their ethical misgivings towards greater commitment to the project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Sobek's presentation as many times as they wish and allow access to supplemental articles G01 through P20. Allow them to suspend the interview to fully process this documentation. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It is important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of the 48-hour waiting period during which counselors will be available to discuss their decision. Emphasize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent and when the procedure is scheduled to take place. No one will be euthanized against her or his will. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed that they have 48 hours to reverse their decision, after which the decision, is permanent. Wow. This is heavy stuff. So, here's another one. Interview.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. A better competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. Isn't it just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom? I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timo. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia.
Wow.
I want no part of this. I just want it over.
Okay.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Uh-huh.
See to make sure I behave this time?
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure.
Oh boy.
I'll tell you. surprised.
Is this the euthanasia
No,
station?
flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a
If you're new here, hi and
spaceflight
welcome.
project.
We are
Now
uncovering
I can see
Project
it's
Zero
worse.
Dawn.
Much
Lots
worse.
of data points.
Sobek is a total
much lore.
fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
Oh.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here.
Wow.
What did you know? Get your hands off me!
It's like, were these people brought here to, like, voluntarily? Like, no. How could it possibly be voluntary to be in this place? Ooh, we got something right here. Shackles? Oh my god. Yikes. Okay. Is this a bunkhouse or is this where they, like, murder people en masse? It does seem kind of grim back here. I think we just came from here, so let's check through this way. This is one of the detention cells. Okay. Nothing in here. Yikes. Yikes. Or no. No, that's the incinerator. Oh my god. All right. Dark. All right. Have we seen everything? I do believe we've seen everything in this room. And there's looks like we have a battle coming up. You can always kind of tell when there's health lying around inside these places. That something
Intruder!
is coming.
Get her!
Yeah,
Whatever
like
you
this.
do, don't die now.
Right? Okay. What if we...
Part of my Let me pierce my
Alright. Not gonna die now. It's not on my agenda. Oh man. Oh man. This guy is right here. Okay. So... come on, headshot. Got one. Okay, great. And then more blast. Just gotta think smarter, not harder. Alright, another one down. And then we have one remaining.
Buy my card.
Kyle's
Here.
down. Just this.
And then we have sharp shot. Alright. Cool. That was easy enough. And then let's see. What's in here?
hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. The counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
Alright. So he'll do Zero Dawn and also wants the medical
Now,
exit.
those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural it'd be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
That's hilarious.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Alright. And is there a way in? It is to follow this.
Now this thing is dangerous.
I did not mean to do that. Here we go. We got more mushrooms. Hell yeah. For once, I'm feeling appropriately supplied.
Here we go. Another one of these.
You got a code nexus?
Need to find the right configuration.
It says up, left, down, right.
There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Up, left, down, right, up. So, gotta find the missing piece. Let's start with this one, which is left, up, left, down, Right. Left. Up. Left. Down. Right.
Done.
Okay.
I should check the door nearby.
One is down. And then got a data point.
Hey,
and everything.
I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards.
Is that it?
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me.
Up to
Parker
storage.
out.
Let's see what we got. This door opens. And is there an up? There it is. Amazing. Then there's the part.
Found one. Looks intact.
I should have checked if there was anything else up there. Ooh, okay, alright. We're gonna just make our way back over there to make sure we're not missing anything. Ooh, and we did miss something. Alright. No data points though. Alright, it's fine.
That should do the trick.
Okay, so
let's
now
get
we
that door
have
open.
up, left, down. Up, left, down, right, up. Left, down, and right. Or did they say it was backwards? So that means it's up, left, down, right, up. No? Oh, it's upside down. Okay. So the first one is down. And then this one is left, and then this one is also down. I hope this works. Nope. Okay. So down, left, up. This one's up. Okay. Down, left. Okay, this is hurting my brain. Down, left, up, right. Okay. Let's see.
That did it.
Okay.
Door should have power.
Cool.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
We've done it. Now what's the next step of the process? Are we going to walk into this project? And where was Elysium? Is that the place where I fell into, do you suppose? Oh, man.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
How did they get in?
for good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Alright, so we just have 3 guys. Looks like it. One of them sees me.
I can hear you.
Okay, alright. It's on now. Silence really doesn't want me to die out here. I don't want to die out here either, though, so that makes 2 of us, I guess. Alright. Amazing. Is that it? Is that it? Where's the guy that I just murked? Where did he go? Okay. There's another one. I did not see you there. Oh, there's another couple of them.
We're under attack.
Alright, here's one. Oh man. Got me with fire. You mofo. Alright, we're doing pretty good on stealth, but now it's not looking like that as much. Okay.
Elevators non-operational.
You can't evade the shadow.
Shadow Karja. You guys suck. I'm out of ammo. Sharp shot.
The sun.
Where'd it go? Okay. Man. You go 1 HK this guy. Alright, 2 HK. And I guess the archer is my highest priority. But I can't see it.
Apostate!
Apostate? What are you calling apostate?
For the shadow's sting!
Ooh, level 29. Amazing. You love that.
Get it while I can.
Farewell, fool.
Come on. Stop moving.
Shut!
Alright. For now. You thought, Aloy.
Or not.
Alright, they know where I am. This guy. This guy. Come on, come on.
The sun can't save you now.
One more. Alright.
Room's clear. For a moment,
Okay.
anyway.
That was
Get
pretty
moving.
awesome.
You have to find Gaia.
Equip that. Cool. So we're gonna find Gaia.
This'll do.
The guns just take so much more time than the bow. I love the bow. right, you ready for some data?
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple.
Good morning, Roy Rage. How's it going?
So, like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Thank you.
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
Today.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Full steam ahead. From Elizabeth. So back to Margot Shen. So Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as Hephaestus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This, combined with your design for the AM Foundry core and the Foundry site selection plan, add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail. Consult with Aomide Okilo before you finalize the silo inventories. Hephaestus's first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation codes. So any exotic materials needed for the towers should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Elizabeth. Okay. So yeah, the Minerva is the destructive force that ended the Pharaoh robot
I've
plague.
seen these shapes before.
The scourge
in
of
cauldrons.
Pharaoh robots.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Our cauldrons. Yep. Okay. So let's check downstairs first. Just make sure we're not missing anything, and there is nothing here. Great. So today is our big Finding Zero Dawn day, it seems. Okay, let's go in there. Okay, sweet. Got our cultists.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But more Eclipse.
Careful now.
Where are they? Over there. How do I get in there? Alright. We're gonna have to get in there. Is this from the downstairs access, or can I just jump in? No, it looks like there's glass. So I cannot just jump in. And access this way. Nope. And then there are the stairs. So the only way in is through. Cut through the Eclipse. How did they even get in here? So can I pick them off? It doesn't look like it because of all the slats. I was like, can I just pick them off from up here with my bow? Looks like that's a no.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations.
What happened to Project Apollo?
Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable.
Everyone is going to die.
The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils.
Whoa.
The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curriculum.
Amazing.
By which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Alright, next. Encapsulated DNA from Samina Ebaji to Elizabeth subject encapsulated DNA, and the winner is encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 days, I performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions, magnetic, optical, quantum, even that eternity tech that FAS was chilling a year or so ago. But every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings: too heavy to transport, too massive to install in the allotted space, too power intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300 to 400 years, etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold 40 plus zettabytes. We're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select the inert material in which we'll embed the molecules, already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at minus 18 degrees Celsius for 1,000 plus years. So long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed propitious, that we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It's not ironic, but heroic. Life as the hero, beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much to do. Until next time, peace be with you, Samina. Okay. We cannot get in here or here, but I can get down. Okay. And there are all these guys. Apollo update from Samina to Elizabeth. Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of a copy of the Homer archive from Far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, the media archives are also on the schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea dooms that goal from the outset, with attendant curricula development about to begin. Speaking of heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing, with children and adolescents demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Aspasia Personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. Peace be with you, Sabina. Okay. So how many guys we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's doable. 5 guys. Then yeah, I'm pleased with the ammo. These ones are the best. I get it now. Blast bombs. Yes, we love blast bombs. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. So we will preserve our blast bombs. Man, that sucks. What are we out of already? So, Blaze. How are we short on Blaze? We just had so much. Okay. Sharp shot it is. Alright. 1 down. 4 to go. There are way more than 5 guys. There are 6 left. Alright, cool. They don't really know where I am. Not really. They think they know, but they don't know. What you don't know, you don't know. Alright. Who's next? Fight! Bullseye. Alright. Oh, big guy, huh? You're a big guy? Alright. Cool. How are we doing on ammo? Cool. So good. Where's my strike from below ability? Here. Oh man, I totally unlocked it. Oh. This mofo. This mofo.
That's the last of them.
Alright.
A long ways more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
Cool. We got stuff. Elizabeth's office? It's huge. Okay. That's that room that we saw earlier, but I think there's stuff up here. No? Nothing here.
Should have brought a cart.
LOL. Here it is.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Okay.
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere you're growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do.
Okay, so we're talking
which is
about
burn
evolution.
that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal.
Oh my god.
So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Travis is crazy.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
Okay. That's all very good questions. So from Travis Tate to Elizabeth, color me confused, Lizzie. Bashcore, anyone who says the old TT codes to Bashcore is straight up lying, cause you know it. Old Trav don't have no truck with commercialized razzle dazz. Nuh-uh. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter of cedarum runoff than listen to Grey Swarm for 30 seconds. And to God, and swear on my mama's grave, and she was religious. Now, no, that ain't Bashcore blast in the Hades lab, shaking the walls, rattling folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl. Classical music, 80s and 90s mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gore grind, some Swedish cannibal themed stuff too. Stop by if you want to listen, or heck, just come within 50 meters of the lab. Ain't no bashcore you'll see, or hear rather, in the screech that rends the air, and feel in the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls and ceiling, swallowing you up like you was Jonah trapped in the gullet of gothic deathfish. Hallelujah. As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how I code. Turn down my death metal, might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malts, and industrial accent vids. Last I heard, he was supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an extinction protocol without death metal to inspire me? Nah, I don't think so. Stay cool, Trav. That's hilarious.
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Hades protocol. Tate here, just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard and it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her aims. By breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too. So that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business. So I had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In the simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly re-reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky, I swear. Ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are plenty strongs. Guess it's time to sleep and bed. I'll back to it tomorrow, alligators. Okay, so they don't want to kill Gaia with Hades. That's like the challenge that I'm gleaning here. Archive abuse. From Samina to Travis Tate, CC Elizabeth Sodak. Mr. Tate, this mail concerns Apollo Archive submission 0000238876. Your 666 submission in just 5 days. And oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings re inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me, then, to thank you on 2 counts. 1, for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. And it truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just 1, but all 16 installments of making a millipede. Don't worry, the Pasolini material has already been preserved. Extreme perhaps, but art. For clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of obscenity, you have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in the Judge Potter's famous utterance. I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I have directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest some time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, I don't know, your assigned work. We have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do. Anyway, Dr. Samina. Okay. Just a moment.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem.
So this is
to say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Patrick Brochard-Klein to Elizabeth Sobak, subject cradle sealed. Eleuthia 1 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Ping back from crucial systems is good. From our maiden voyage, a success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection. Of course, I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans, but we can all agree that there is margin for refinement in the future cradle populations. Donk, in addition to personally overseeing compensation of the Lucia site inside Mount Namuli, I will formulate the purpose modified zygote selection plan within the week. Okay, this is where it gets a little shady, I think, because eugenics. Patrick to Elizabeth. The electronic chambers arrived 2 days ago. I've spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. They're a revelation, astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Far Zenith in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technical shortcomings. The risks of MCO resolved. Nutrition delivery resolved. Hormonal stability resolved. 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand. But if the rest of FC's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours, then get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours PBK.
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Oh, that's pretty crazy. Okay. So, did we get this one? Cradle servitor person A. Development of the artificial person A for cradle servitors, nurturer, disciplinarian, healer continues at a good pace. We are targeting Turing 0.4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning the entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and healer person A. I have also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother person A intervened on a disciplinarian servitor's behavior as a parental argument, if you will. Amusing at first glance, perhaps, but deeply concerning. I have attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings in Just Data Corrupted. Okay, so let's continue. That's everything, right? I don't want to miss anything.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
Oh, Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Stand by. Space Cat got in somehow, so. I have to text my housemates really quick. Okay, please do not let Space Cat. All right, we're good to go. and we're in that room, finally. Okay.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Looks like it used to hold something.
Nuts would benefit from antilopinate morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet...
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Okay, Gaia is compassionate. Gaia log.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Okay.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Odyssey has failed. From Elizabeth Sobek to all alphas. All some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Oh. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, and cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of human species in earthly life. We must succeed. Oh my god, the spaceship was exploded? Oh no. It's terrible news. status. From Charles Ronson to Elizabeth Sobek. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it. If those words can still mean anything, had my sleeves rolled up negotiating with frozen zoos for their samples, so many species were trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas suspended in what-ifs, more than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. We've started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balanced and sustainable biosphere. Microorganisms and insects, rabbits and hawks, foxes and wolves. Thousands more that will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them, so they can return to a world that, this time, will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. There's already been too many lates. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. The samples we lost were, well, irreplaceable, but thanks to you, Liz, the circle of life will bend, not break. The Earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday it will be again, but now, not like this, not on our watch. Okay. So they got insects, rabbits, hawks, foxes, and wolves. They lost a lot of species, so there's no way to have all of the biodiversity that Earth had, but alright, examine the terminal.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child. My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
Frost. You knew it was wrong? Oh man, I don't even know what to say.
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No, it wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked, but I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
You're a thug, you're a fool, you're a puppet. Oh, I think he's a thug.
Spare me the religious justifications. You can dress up your cruelty in holy clothes and words if you want. But under it all, you're just a murderer.
An odd slight coming from you. You've become quite a murderer yourself, child.
A killer of killers, not a murderer. But I wouldn't expect you to know the difference. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus, such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile.
You just broke the focus.
So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
No focus. Against the behemoth. It's not looking
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day, soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Tyrann ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the radiance in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die! Let her be the first of thousands!
Weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it. He's charging. I wasn't built to take a behemoth's charge either. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down. That platform will come down, and my weapons with it. That makes a mess. It's down. those lift attacks.
her. Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself! So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora Sacred Mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess.
Helis recognized you.
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed my... who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right.
How'd you find me?
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the Sun Ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
Okay.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
done it. We completed that quest, and I think that's it for right now and for today, and potentially for the weekend. My next scheduled stream is on Tuesday. If I go live before then, let me know. If you haven't followed already, please consider mashing that follow button, and I will see you next time. Thank you again, and have a great rest of your day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you later. Bye.